everyone, so this week is Unpopular Opinion Week. I kind of scratched my head about this one for a while and I thought quite hard about which one I was going to say because I don't know, at first I was like, I don't have any unpopular opinions. Everything I say people agree with, and that's very arrogant and stupid. But at the same time, like, there are opinions that I have, but you know, I have met a lot of people who feel the same, even though it's kind of unusual opinions that I don't know. But one that I kind of do clash with people a lot on when I do choose to bare my feathers about, and I really love you all and please don't hate me, but it is just something that I feel and it won't go away, and that is the shoddy mess they made of the Harry Potter films. Did I just say that? Did I? It feels kind of good to say. It feels good to get off my chest because, right, I've been to see a lot of them. Like, I've been to see most of them at the cinema. Like, I have gone out, you know, at least the day they've come out, if not the day after they've come out. And, like, I've paid all the respect to them that I can, and I have watched them a few times. And, you know, if people are like, do you want to do a Harry Potter marathon? Like, often I'm like, yeah. But it's not really through a love of or reverence for the films at all. Like, it's a kind of just a thing where it's like, oh, it means I can quickly relive my experience of the Wizarding World and of the Ministry of Magic and of Hogwarts, and it's kind of just a kind of really weak link to my love, my absolute deep passion that I just want to reassure you of how much I love the Harry Potter books, which I just let's just take a moment of stillness to realise how much I love the Harry Potter books. I do love them, and I think that's probably part of the reason why I hate the films. I mean, I don't hate them, like, they're fine. But fine is not good enough when it's Harry frickin' Potter and it's the most important novel of this century. And you, like, try harder, Warner Brothers. Try the frick harder. Sorry, it was a really hard task, and I don't think they should have taken it on anyway. Especially, right, what kind of business mind is this who starts making films before the other books have even been released? So you're including things in the first film that just don't, and there's so many things missing from the first couple of films that are really important in the last films. They have to kind of do this thing, and they took so long to make them all that there was those characters that had to change, and I think there's one character that goes from like, changes race during the series, and it just bad planning, guys, and I just feel like they did it through a hunger of money, and they just rushed them. Like, they rushed the planning of them. They should have filmed them closer together, and they rushed the planning, and it's just really annoyed me that they haven't given Harry Potter the reverence that I really feel like it deserves. And I know a lot of you love the Harry Potter films, and that's really good that you enjoy them, and you feel like that is still connecting you to the world that J.K. Rowling wrote for you, but it really doesn't connect in my head properly. And when I think about Harry Potter, I don't really think about the films ever. I just think about my own kind of personal memory of reading the books and my kind of engrossment in that world, because it's such an amazing magical world and I love it and it taught me so much. But okay, number one, I think when you make a film adaptation, it should have the same kind of umbrella, mood, feel, tone that the book does. For me, the Harry Potter books were really descriptive, but they were kind of light with the adjectives. They were like, it was really clever the way she uses adjectives, just kind of, there's no adjective for that right now, but okay, she's not one of those people who's a really heavy writer, and she's not like one of those really serious kind of adventure writers. It's very conversational, it's very like real life, it's very present, it's very now. They designed the Harry Potter films, one with the theme tune, with a lot of the set, even though, you know, I know it's supposed to be in medieval times, but I think they've kind of completely overloaded it with like the kind of darkness of the films, and how just the way they present everything is so medieval and so like quite stereotypically British, which kind of annoys me because there's something very modern and current about the Wizarding World in J.K. Rowling's books, and that's what's so exciting about it, because it could be happening right now, but the way they've done it makes it feel like such a gimmick. Like, it really annoys me. Can you feel I've been waiting to say this for a while, and also, are you feeling the fear that you're all going to hate me? But yeah, and just the conversation is not a conversational kind of script at all. They've kind of picked out some very unhelpful ways of getting to know the characters in the first couple of films. Like, I don't really feel like I really know Ron or Hermione really properly. Okay, there's the kind of classic, oh, it's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa, and bloody hell, Harry. But that's not really what the characters are about. They're presenting caricatures of the characters, and I really wanted some more. Okay, I know the films have to be short, but some just better placed dialogue there, and just pick out a little bit more and make it a bit more conversation, a bit more light, a bit more modern. Right, you film it like Skins. Skins is so good because you feel like you're not supposed to be in the room, and that's what you feel like when you read the Harry Potter books. I'm talking so fast because I'm so annoyed. when you read the Harry Potter books, like, you feel like it's happening, and you're just, you know, there isn't a fourth, you know, you're not sitting in the fourth wall, like, you're there in the room, and it's amazing. And with the Harry Potter films, it's very formal, and it's very like, oh, and this is the thing, and we pan round. Okay, if you want to chuck me off the channel for this, I completely understand, but I'm just being, you know, it's Unpopular Opinions Week, and that's my opinion. I just die. And the casting is so clumsy. Like, okay, good casting. Mrs. Weasley, excellent. Julie Walters, fantastic. McGonagall, great. And also, I think J.K. Rowling had a part in casting her, so no wonder it's spot on. Ron, yeah, pretty good. Harry, what? Sorry, what? And Emma Watson, I do love her, and I just fall in love with her as an actress the whole way through all the films. But as Hermione, no. You'd be better with somebody like the girl who plays Juno, or somebody a bit more, you know, posh, but with more, oh, I don't know, just more spunk. Like, I love Emma Watson, but Hermione for me, well, one, needs to be a little bit uglier, sorry, Emma, you're far too hot, and two, just need to be more spunky. Like, I don't know, and Harry Potter, just far too posh, far too boring, far too expressive, really hard to relate to, and really, even though I know he's supposed to be 11-year-old boy, so I don't relate to him, but I relate to him a lot in the books, and I think in the films he's such a guarded actor, and I know he's only 11, but he really didn't grow into be. I think he's very guarded, and I don't like it, and he's not. He's not vulnerable or strong enough. Like, Harry's supposed to be both of those things, and I don't feel like Daniel Radcliffe really does that, and, oh, it's been like a 10-year mood I've been in about it. I can't wait till we're like 30, 40. Everyone's kind of forgotten about the first version of the films, and, you know, they were like, oh, that was back when we didn't even know what happened, and we didn't even know about the, like, what happened in the 7th book. And they remake the Harry Potter films, and they think about it, and it's going to be awesome, and they're going to have so many different ways of, like, camera shots, and it's going to be so much more character based and good, and, like, oh, I have a nightmare for people who hate Harry Potter. I have a nightmare trying to get them to read those books, because some of them really hate the films, or they just think they're kind of like medieval gimmicky kids kind of films. Like, they feel gimmicky, they feel like, and no wonder people have this weird skewed, like, people, like little kids who've only seen Harry Potter and have never been to Britain have this weird skewed, like, vision of what Britain is, because these conversations are so artificial, and, like, I know they're lifted from the book, but they're kind of lifted in such a clumsy way. I don't know, I'm really bitter about it. You feel free to disagree, and I will understand. And, you know, like, if someone asked me to have a Harry Potter marathon, I could totally be there, because I love the film so much, and because I like to relive it. And there was a lot they did well. Like, I really liked the last film. Like, I'm going to shake my hand at that, because the last film was really good, and I understand they've had different directors, but also bad planning, rushing into it, wanting money, like, having different directors for every single film. Like, what? No. Oh, no, I think the last two were really good, and I will take my hat off to them. And I think if you go way back in my videos, I did a review of the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and I was really supportive of it, because it was a really good film. Like, for what it was really good. But just overall, as a series, I'm so disappointed. Warner Brothers, like, just pull your socks up. No, try harder. Do it again. You're fired. No. Okay, I feel so much better now. I feel like we can have, right, there's people who still want to be friends with me. I feel like we can have a more honest friendship now. I've got that little deep, dirty, dark secret out in the open, and the people who don't want to be friends with me anymore, I completely understand. I know it's very close to people's hearts, and yeah, don't hate me. Yeah, and I've loved watching everyone's videos so far. They've been really funny, so I like the kind of stirring up week too. I think it's really fun. Okay, I love you. Bye.